How's it going, guys? So the folks at Poetic sent me the Poetic quarterback case. So in the past I've reviewed their Poetic Affinity series, which is more of a slimmer case. They have like clear options so that you can kind of like show off your phone. This one here is meant more for in terms of protection. So this one is the case for the S7 Edge, as you can see by the title. And as you can see here, it's a flexible case. This is hard plastic here, but still has a good amount of flex to it. So it's not a case that's gonna like scratch your phone or anything like that. So you won't have to worry, especially since the inside here is actually very, very soft, so very rubbery. It's actually a two-piece case, so if you actually take it off, you can actually take it apart. It doesn't look like it at first, but which is a good thing. But yeah, it is a two-piece case, and you kind of just snap it back together. Now the one downside to this, that it comes apart, is the fact that sometimes it might not go in perfectly, but you won't really notice it. Like as you can see, like here a little bit. So just push it in. Just try to push these in as much as you can to, try to make it click. All those pieces. So you just put all that together. So it might not always be perfect, but it's not something that's really a big deal. It's not gonna come off or anything like that. I've tested it out. I actually dropped the phone with this on ceramic floor, and it bounced perfectly, and there was no damage done to the phone. As you can see here, the phone is perfect. So I would say, yeah, in terms of protection, this case is very good. So yeah, it is a two-piece case. Usually a lot of times when there's a two-piece case like these, you usually have to take apart the middle part and put the phone in first and then put it in. But with this case, you actually don't have to. It just slides in and you're golden. Now compared to the Affinity series, this is raised a little bit higher, so you're getting a little bit more protection. It is of course a little bit thicker, but not as thick as you would see like I believe for the S7 Edge. It's not as thick as the, I believe it's called, it's a Defender case. I forget. They have it's Otterbox case, Otterbox Defender Symmetry, the Otterbox Symmetry. It's not as thick as the Symmetry. It might be close to it, but just not as thick. It's also not as hard either. Of course, the best part is the fact that the buttons are very, very tactile. I mean, nothing pisses me off more than a button on a case that is not tactile. Like when you do that, I mean, what's the point? It's just so annoying. So you definitely feel the click with the power and volume buttons, so you won't have to worry about that. You have all the holes for all the ports. There you go for that, and there's the bottom. So everything is there. And even though it's a two-piece, like that, you see some flex here, but it's really not a big deal. Most cases like this will do this. And like I said, it handled the drop like a champ. It didn't like come apart or anything like that. So overall, I would say this case is good, but it is a little bit bulky. So I would get this case if you're a person that drops their phone a lot. So if you drop your phone a lot and you're worried about it breaking, I would say get this one. If you drop your phone every often, I would say get the Affinity series, which is a little bit slimmer. And of course, they'll have options where you can kind of really show off your phone. But if you need like protection, if you do like a job that's very demanding, or you're going out, or maybe you're going around the city for a long day, you're gonna be walking around taking pictures, you worried about maybe somebody bumping into you and you dropping your phone, I would say get this one here. It's very easy to put on, very easy to take off, and it doesn't look too bad either, not too shabby, I think out-of-box cases tend to be a little bit boring and expensive compared to this one. You're gonna get very comfortable protection. It absorbs a lot of shock. So since you have the rubber and the hard plastic, so that's a dual layer protection, which is really good. It's the kind of protection you want for a phone, definitely, and you're kind of protected from all sides. And of course, it's a little bit raised, as you can see here as well. So when the phone is facing down, the screen isn't touching the table or anything like that. So feel free to just drop it on the, I wouldn't say drop it from high like this for no reason, But like if you're just gonna drop it on the table or something like that, you should be fine. And then other than that, I would just maybe get a screen protector for the screen. I haven't done one of mine. I hate screen protectors. I already get enough issues with missed touches already, so I just kind of avoid screen protectors because, yeah. But other than that, the case itself is really good. In my experience, like I don't really do these cases just because I want to. I like them to be as thin as possible, and I don't drop my phone that often. And when I do, it's usually on like a hardwood floor or it's on carpet, so I don't always need the extra protection. But if I'm going on vacation or something, I would definitely like a case like this because taking pictures, sometimes things happen, you never know. So if you have any questions about the case, let me know in the comment section below. I do like it. I do like that it adds a lot of protection, but not too much bulk. But it does add bulk. Definitely does add bulk. It did make the phone a little harder to use compared to the Infinity series, but that's gonna happen if you want extra protection. So you give a little bit, but you get some back as well. And I'll see you guys on the next one. And again, Poetic, you guys are doing a very good job. You guys have a very distinct look to your cases. When you see their cases, you know it's their cases. And, you know, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you on the next one.